What's going on, y'all? Welcome to another edition of the BTSI Show, 26th installment of Get It Off Your Chest. I'm your host, Christopher J. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to explain why I haven't been around. Real quick, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials. Links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI Show's Gas App. Participate, waive all rights and privacies. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach our goal, one lucky person will get $100 during the Cash App giveaway. If you are missing a wrench, and you're usually a wrench holder in my chat, please type "Where's my wrench?" and I'll see to fix that immediately. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in to another edition of Get It Off Your Chest. And also remember, there is Liberty, a BTSI short film is now playing. Please go ahead and like and share to that. My guy, OG's in the building. What's going on, fam? How you doing? So, why do I have the weather as a background? Houston, we got hit by a tornado on Thursday, and now I'm getting word that people actually saw the tornado. Through my eyesight, here's what happened. Um, I'm at work. Y'all know what I do for a living. I'm outside a lot in a car with my partner K9, Hawkeye to be exact. Chilling, whatever. Noticed the sky was changing, and I noticed notifications kept on popping up on my phone from the weather app on my phone. Like first tornado, take cover, find shelter. Then they say, it then went to destructive winds to up to 80 miles per hour. My team called and said, go seek shelter, go go in the building and hide out. I got a K9 with me. My K9 is I'm gonna stick with them. My other person I work with, he was already long gone because this was after 6 p.m. He was like, there's something where you can go take cover at, where you go park at. You know, like when you go to the bank, those drive-throughs. It's not a canopy. I don't know what it's called, but he told me go underneath there. Cool. Drove over because it was getting dark outside. Like I've never seen this level of darkness before in real life. Yeah, in real life, I haven't seen this. The last time I seen this was on obviously TV or movie. So got parked. Rain started coming. Here comes the wind. I never seen that force of a wind in my life in person. It started moving my car. Um, I drive a because I was right around in the 2018 Fusion that Thursday. That car started moving, and I was like, "Oh crap, this could be bad." So I didn't have enough wherewithal to actually take out my phone and record it because it's like, we not. I said, no, 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 not doing that. One second, let me just type it in. Yes. All right, cool. So yeah, I didn't have enough sense. I wish I did, but I don't know how much difference that would make because the rain was blocking my view. So I don't think a recording would have done it. Helped out anyway, but I didn't take one out. And I was calling my son to see if he was okay. He was fine. He thinks it's a normal rainy day. Blow the whistle. This one right here. How you doing, baby? And I yeah, my son Grayson, he thought it was a normal rainy day. He was in the room somewhere just chilling, watching TV on his tablet, making jokes. It didn't hit me at the time. You saw what I saw, but granted, I think um yeah, I'm just saying hurricanes is I've been through a couple of hurricanes. It ain't that bad. Tornadoes, tornadoes a little bit more direct, where it can kill you instantly. Hurricanes, it's a soft kill. It takes its time with it. So it didn't hit me to record it. But yeah, Grayson was chilling. No worries, nothing at all. I was like, good. He was my only priority. He's cool. Then I could worry about myself. Um, yeah, just to see how bad that wind is. Like, if you guys saw the movie Twister or even the sequel that's about to come out, which I'm gonna take Grayson to go watch anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much what I saw as far as the winds. Now, did I actually see a tornado? No. Maybe those winds were just not the tornado itself. Obviously, not the tornado itself, because this whole entire shopping center I was in would have been completely destroyed. But you got the eye of the tornado, you got the actual tornado, and you got everything else like surrounding it that goes towards the tornado. I would think I was maybe in the not the immediate contact of a tornado, obviously, but that stuff, that wind that I saw, no, 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 no. Facts. I'll be ready next time. I ain't white, but I'll be ready next time. But yeah, that shit was bad, man. Eventually died down because I'm over watching ABC 13 just to find out there's a tornado like maybe 10, there's like 15 or 20 minutes east of my direction, according to the icons that they had on the legends that they had on the screen. So I'm over here calling my team, like, can you please confirm? Can you please confirm that for me? No, I couldn't get any contact, which I found out later because there was a power outage in that whole entire area that's still down to this day. I'm over here just chilling. I forgot what panel I was on. I might have been on Venus's panel, and I'm over here talking to Jalen in the back because she's in Houston too. I checked on her. I was like, "You good?" She said she's straight. She's at home, so she's good, good. So I was like, "All right, cool." But when the dangerous part of the storm left, and I was telling 80 miles per hour, only to find out it might have been 112 miles per hour wind. I'm over here driving through the parking lot. So I guess people ask, how strong could it be? I'm seeing people getting blown away. That's number one. If that wasn't bad enough, so y'all had it bad again. What you mean? Houston is not known for tornadoes or hurricanes. We'll get a hurricane before we get a tornado, and that hardly happens. The last one was Hurricane Harvey, which was a year before. It was a year before Grayson was born, so you're talking like 7 years ago. Then go back to Hurricane Ike, which was 2008 or 2009, I believe. Yeah, go back to Hurricane Ike. And you want to go back to any hurricanes in the state of Texas, you're going back to the 1900s with where a hurricane hit Galveston. Uh, I don't know anything about that. I have no knowledge about that. All we had was that situation on Thursday, and that's it. Tornadoes, either a tornado or very destructive wind. That was the only two things we had on Thursday. Anything else after that? No, we ain't have nothing. The For the city, parts of the city, the power grid is still down. Fortunately, my house, well, my apartments is fine. Power grid never lost electricity. Excuse me. Never really suffered at all. So glory to God for that one. But as far as this property go, like I said, people got blown away. Um, the winds were strong enough to knock out two windows at an establishment over here, Rainbows to be exact. Foot Locker lost half of a sign. It's just foot, not Foot Locker, just foot. And to add insult to the tree, obviously the trees on the feeder got knocked over, and some of the trees in the around this area got knocked down. To add insult to injuries, one of those trees fell on somebody's car. I hope they have good insurance. So that was that was the situation for me on Thursday. And so what's been going on since Thursday? Um as far as the city goes, me, I'm fine. Nothing has changed really. I guess I could take my foot off. I'm taking my foot off of gas, taking the foot off the gas at work, literally and figuratively, because right now the power's down. Nobody's here coming to work. Only two establishments on the property is working because one of them has a back order a generator to go ahead and get back to the bag, and this one establishment out here, I don't know how they got their lights back, but it is what it is. So property's still down, and I don't know if they'll be up and running. I never seen something like this. Does on well, that's a lie. I only seen this like maybe twice in my life. I don't know why this is taking so long for people to get the power back on. But like I said, what I'm only on the outside looking in. I'm not an expert in none of this. And obviously, there's a Walmart right there. Of course, they will be back like nothing happened. They got their own separate generator, so business as usual for them. Which, in my case, thank you, because I was able to go grab something to eat there a couple of times. So yeah, I don't. I would if I worked at any of these establishments, I would probably be upset right now, especially some of these jobs who don't. Because like just because there's a hurricane or a natural disaster, you're not getting paid for it. But we'll see. That was Thursday. Thursday they left early. Friday was off. Saturday was off. Today they're off. And I'm telling you right now, they're going to be off tomorrow. So we will see. So yeah, that was my situation. Do I ever want to get caught in something like that again? Obviously not. But the next time I will. The next time that does happen, I promise you, my camera's going to be out. But shoot, other than that, I'm safe. But I need to get this one thing off my chest because we are doing another stream Thursday morning, and I need to make sure. And this time, it's gonna be a five-way simulcast: Facebook, X, YouTube, obviously, Instagram, and we will be going on live fan base for the first time this season. So yes, I will be. Last week was Clubhouse. This week it's going to be fan base. So we're going to do that. And I actually need to spend some time on fan base this week to see if they made any updates so I can not hit a brick wall when I pull up there. Um, Something happened last week. I know this might seem like old news, but I'm getting it off my chest now because when we talk about this on Thursday, um, nobody's name or nobody should be brought up. There was a situation on last week where individual brought up a situation that happened to him in the 90s, early 90s. Otis, to be exact. I don't know what initiated this conversation or how it got brought up, but he brought up a situation where he had sex with his wife and she didn't want to have sex at the time, but they had sex anyway. She cried afterwards, and then that's when he realized that was wrong. That was the wrong thing to do because his mind state was when a woman says no, no means no, especially when it comes, particularly when it comes to sex in this conversation. But there's no such thing as a wife saying no. It's hold on, baby. Let's just follow me on this one. There's no, but when it comes to wife, there's no such thing as no because there's no such thing as rape. That's when the laws were out of date, and I will imagine now the laws will reflect that there are some penalties for that. Now, obviously, when he said that story, a lot of people had a different, actually a far more severe reaction than what Jada is saying right now. Obviously, now I will say this: I think a question was asked on Sharon's channel days later. When is the right time to have this conversation? I will probably go in details with this on Thursday. Never. There's never a good time to have this conversation. I don't like I said. I don't know what sparked Otis bringing that conversation up, but I think that's one he needed to just keep to himself for the simple fact that to have that level to articulate what happened back then, you need to make sure your audience is those of emotional control. Um, because of the severity of this, although this is not going to be a long stream. Let me just drop the link just to be on the safe side. So to have that level of conversation, it requires people to have some type of control of their emotions. Um, I'm going to say it right here, as intelligent as some of those people are, there's I don't nobody, not too many people on Sharon panels gives me the confidence that they have emotional control. Majority of them don't. None. Hold on. What did I say? There wasn't an actual law for it but since the beginning of time, when the Bible time and outside the Bible time, no means no, and when you gotta force it, and she is starfish laying and interacting back with you, etc. Sir, you ain't slow. You neglected to care. That is that is fair because I'm a firm believer, ladies and gentlemen, of you drive at the speed limit. Let's put the law to the side because I think what law is law and all laws need to be obeyed. I'm a firm believer of you drive at the speed limit that time allows you. Because, ladies and gentlemen, what happened back in the '90s was not accepted. It's not accepted as of let's say 2013. Let's say 2013 just to be safe. What was happening in the '80s and '90s or the 2013 was the final mark. It's like no, we're not doing that. What was done in 2013 is not acceptable now. What people will do in 2034, they're gonna look back at now as us that's doing it the same way. They're gonna be like, you guys were out of line for doing that. You guys were dead wrong. And we're gonna be looking like, what are you talking about? And that was the safest thing to do. Then you talk to somebody 10 years younger than you. They was like, ugh, you guys are weird. Just how we look at the generations before us, the generation after us is going to do that to us. It's going to be a repeated cycle. Oh, 1 second. There is no way someone realizes afterwards their mates in tears. Oh, after you didn't. Okay, you didn't realize. There's no way someone realized they did wrong afterwards of mates in tears because you shouldn't have known that in the time or beforehand. Okay, I get that. So, and the reason I'm bringing that up is whatever happened in the '90s, if that was the speed limit at the time, then we drove at the speed limit and you mature as the times go on. I wanted to bring that up. Now, the time that we hold them accountable for what happened back then is real simple. Was it wrong back then? If the answer is yes, I'm gonna hold you accountable as if this was back in the early '90s, and that's only fair, right? That means there was no caring and attentiveness to her feelings. Her feelings good too. Um, all of this is fair. All of this was 100% fair. I cannot, if that was not this. Put this situation to the side real quick. If there was a situation, and that's what everybody was doing back in the day, then hey, those are the rules the culture decided to abide by, and it is what it is. Now, as times change, the rules change, the exceptions change. That goes for anything and everything. Now, the only way I could crucify him is was it wrong to do that back then and everybody knew willingly? I don't believe, and this is actually my first time speaking about this conversation publicly. I don't believe anybody is going to high five a situation where there wasn't both parties wasn't willing to do it. Limit on sexual consent has not changed. How slick folks want to be about it has yes, it was wrong back then. There you go. Because I'm about to get that now. Because I was thinking about like I had to go back to the '90s as well, albeit I was how the hell old was I? Because I was born in '87, and obviously just I well then again, truth be told, I this was not on my mind from '90 to '99. Obviously, just wasn't even a topic of discussion. Although I had I'll talk about it later. Um, I don't think anybody, as an adult now, and knowing that adults probably think the same way that we do now, probably a couple things has changed or evolved here and there. Nobody's gonna come to me and say my wife didn't want to have sex, but I made her have sex in 2024. Nobody's gonna come to me and tell me that in 2014. Nobody's gonna come to me and tell me that in 2020 in 2004. Excuse me. Albeit in 1994, I was 7. I Christopher. Up 1 second. And again, if you didn't care about your mate during sex enough to not know she was interior, you cared less. Okay. And let me say this, and I'm gonna respond to that real quick. Let me keep this on the screen. And albeit in 1994, what would you tell how old was I in 94? No, I was 27 in 94. November 30th, 1994 is when I turned 7. You're not gonna tell me a situation similar to that, and it's just not gonna. And I'm gonna think that's cool. I'm gonna look at you crazy, and I'm just gonna feel away. And I'll probably, who knows, me back then, I probably would have gone tell my mom and dad what was explained to me. So in this case, Otis said he didn't know as far as no that what no meant in a marriage when it came to sex, and but honestly, I don't think it. I don't know. Like, sex is great. Sex is beautiful when both people are willing to do it. Oh, no, excuse me. Let me rephrase that. Both people want to do it. They desire to do it. The passion is there. The fun is there. When two people want it just as much, yes. Not even the case of one party want to have sex and the other party don't want to have sex, but he said, you know what? I'd rather you sleep with me than versus go get it from somewhere else. So fine, let's just do this. And how I heard about this situation, it was just no. Now it could be the second option, but I don't think there will be tears coming down if a woman would say, I don't want to have sex, but I don't want you to have sex with somebody else. So let's just do it. I don't think any tears are coming from that. If anything, I think she's reading a book or just checking her text messages or whatever the case may be. But yeah, yeah. Right. Sex is good when both are into it. And if you didn't notice and didn't cater to her doing sex, sad, sex in my head, that is how you miss the tears. Just trying to get your nut. That is entirely fair. Yeah, that's fair. That is 100% fair. And there is a reason. Did I upload? Let me see if I uploaded this. Um, I uploaded the background. Let me see if I can upload the. Oh, here it is. All right. Okay. And this is why I wanted to get this off my chest because I don't want to bring up Otis's name Thursday morning because Thursday we're gonna have a conversation. Respect my no. Respect my no. No wonder they divorced, and also no wonder she didn't want to be with him in bed. Who knows what else went on? I was trying not to think too much on it, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. I just had to get this off my chest because I think um, Thursday it's not a necessarily a oh, what the hell was that? Uh, oh, that's the statue. I'm sorry, I didn't know what that was on the screen, but that's why Thursday I already have the game plan. I already had it. I already got the principle thought process right. I already got that set up. And some people say, why are you doing a stream based off of no? Because no is probably the most disrespected word in the dictionary. Not disrespectful, disrespected. No, it's nobody respects a no. And this is worth a deep conversation that a lot of people is not going to be prepared for. Some people say, okay, just say no. No, 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 no. You don't have a value system behind you, no. You don't have a principle behind you, no. So let's put one there. Let's do this Thursday. But like I said, I wanted to talk about this today. I'm pretty sure I know for a fact this was a very uncomfortable conversation. I heard Poppy Blanco. I heard Bomb Cherry PhD Diva Venus. I heard a multitude of people voice their opinion about this. I believe Fatty will talk about this in a couple of days or within the next couple of days. But we're gonna talk about it. My daughter, a teen, had to blog about this. Did it a few months ago. Mm. Hmm. Send me that blog. I want to read it. Send it to me. So Otis has, in fairness to Otis, ladies and gentlemen, he has verbalized what he did was wrong. He realized what it was wrong back then. He has not shied away from it. Excuse me. He's very apologetic of it. And I know some people say he's not apologetic. He's still finding out. I understand. He's being challenged. He's being threatened. But one thing, I do believe Otis is apologetic of it. But one thing Otis needs to understand is you brought this online. Anything you bring up in the public, it is subject to be analyzed, critiqued, discussed, and chat. You are open to be chastised about it. I don't like I said. I don't know why he brought it up. I really don't. I don't know what started this conversation or why he brought it up. But like I said, out these type of conversations, ladies and gentlemen, because the question was asked, when do we need to have this conversation? My answer is never. Absolutely never. The reason why, because it requires people to have emotional control when we have these conversations. And you brought it to a space where there's a lot of people in this space who don't have emotional control. Men, women, don't matter. You lack it. You don't have it. You never had it. Don't know why, but it is what it is. So I would say these conversations never to have publicly until somebody's going to say, until somebody is going to have a one-on-one conversation where two parties can actually talk about it, thoughts can get across, an acknowledgement of the wrong can take place. Do I want to talk about that? We already here. We about to talk about that. But the right with the Otis, Otis and Diddy, that's wild. Um, with the conversations like this, it needs to be had in a controlled environment. Or otherwise, these conversations should never be had publicly. And I'm for one who believe that these conversations should not be had publicly because there are so many missing pieces to have a constructive conversation about this. To- I know. But speaking of Diddy, it's only right that we talk about that. We saw the video. I was disgusted. I agree with Stephen A. Smith when he said this is worse than the Ray Rice video. Way worse. Is his career over? Possibly. Yeah, yeah. No, no, no. I think I said this on whose panel was I on? I was on somebody's panel. Was it Ray Midnight? Yeah, it was Ray Midnight's panel. Yeah, his career is over. But and the only thing, but I still think Diddy's going to be fine financially because He has money stashed somewhere. He may not be a billionaire no more, but don't get it twisted. That motherfucker's still a millionaire. He's gonna be just fine. And if he choose to be a silent investor, he's going to still be fine. So Diddy on that front is going to be all right. Do I think he's going to be charged with anything? No, they're not. Matter of fact, I think LAPD or whatever police department said we will not charge Diddy, but we'll put out. But some way, shape, or form, we're gonna put out that video. What up, E Black? How you feeling? Hey, thanks for the viewing, the watch party you did yesterday. Good shit on that one, man. So we can't charge the brother, but we could go ahead and ruin his image. Image shot, done. Then he put out this video today, apologizing, not asking for forgiveness. He said he was in a dark place back then. He seeked therapy back then. It was very if I have to be honest, very PI. If you guys hear heavy breathing in the background, that's my partner who's a Belgian Malinois. So if Diddy, I this was way too fast of a response. So actually, let me actually help out my partner real quick. 1 second, y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna go on mute for like 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I just had to make sure he was taken care of. Yeah, that response was bad. I don't know who's on. I don't know who's still on Diddy's team, but Diddy needs to fire them. Just, I didn't like that response. I didn't like the format it was done in. Everything about it, like he could be telling the truth, but it's sometimes not what you say; it's how you say it and the manner you said it, and the presentation. The presentation of that apology was boo boo trash. So it's not up for me to accept his apology or not. But if I had to critique it, that was not it. If he was sorry, Cassie wouldn't have had to sue him. Uh, now see, now I'm glad you said that. I'm really glad you said that because here's my take on this. My stance on my initial stance on this had nothing to do with the situation because if that's what happened, then that's what happened. Did it needs to be charged? Did it needs to be prosecuted? So on and so forth. That was my take on this last year when this broke. This year last no, this year last year I don't remember. So for Cassie, instead of pressing charges from 2016 to 2023, you didn't press charges, but you found the way to do a civil suit. See, I have a problem with those who lead with a civil suit. I'm always going to have a problem with that. That's just not going to change because it looks a little bit funny depending on the situation. Because that's not to say do not file civil suit ever. You will never hear me say that. Matter of fact, I said the same thing during the Trey Songz and Dylan Gonzalez, excuse me, Dylan Gonzalez situation. Let's work on getting this predator off the street. Hold that thought. I'm gonna get to that. Let's work on getting this predator off the street first. Then, because if you're talking about winning a civil case, what's gonna back up and empower this civil case is a strong criminal case or a criminal case in general. So once that is taken care of, now you can transition to a civil suit because this is traditionally how it's always been. So I always looked at it funny. Now, and I always had to look at her and her husband with the strange eyes because of this. Because if you are not if you were abused, so The question is, it's a fair question to ask of, okay, from 2016 to 2023, how come you didn't go press charges or file a police report? Now, somebody brought up to me that Diddy could have had people in high places that could have blocked all that. He could have paid people off. And in that same conversation, someone brought up a RICO. Like Diddy could have got hit with the RICO if that was the case. So she was always protected. So I do understand you gotta give people time to grieve. You gotta give time to process the traumas that they just went through. You gotta give them a lot of space and time. It's like, but when the New York governor came up with the new law that says you could start suing or start pressing charges for old cases, it's just comes off from the outside looking in. It comes off very convenient that now you want to say something. It just looks nasty. And hold on, real quick before I get to that, I don't think you understand the position she was in. Diddy had enough power to suppress hotel video. Yeah, I believe you. I 100% believe you. I don't think that's gonna physically stop her from going to the police station and file a report. Show me that you tried to get this man thrown in jail. Show me that, and you will not hear a thing about me. Because granted, I'm going to listen to all victims. I can only believe the facts. That has been my policy for anything and everything. Listen to the victim, believe the facts. I think if she would have just made one attempt, and for the record, we don't know. Maybe she did, we don't know. So let me be fair in that. But if she made some attempt to actually throw this man in jail, although it may seem like a losing battle, if she had just done that, I'd have been like, hey, she tried everything that she did. And just did he just have more resources or whatever the case may be. Now let's go for the civil case. And if you are being beat and things like she was, one, would you think she is scared for her life? I wouldn't imagine so. Between beatings, his resources and finances, it ain't as easy as some think folk think for some folks. Excuse me, sorry. She was a young girl that was unknowing. I need an age of Cassie because Buddy Diddy had people that handle police reports. All this is quite possibly true, and I totally get it and I totally understand that. And because my taking on that is, if all this is true, which I'm hold on, a dude let him what a dude like him could off you or have someone to, again, not so easy as some would think. And yeah, that's fair. But with that being stated, he has that power to do that right now. Because if that was the case, Cass would never place a civil suit. Diddy could block us. If Diddy could block all of that, he could block something as simple as a civil suit. That's why how old is she? 19 when he was over the age of 35. And do we need to have a conversation about these age gap? I think we might need to have a conversation about the age gap. A respectful conversation. It's not it's not possibly true. It's a fact. Many people have spoken about it. And that's perfectly fine because granted, and that's fine given Diddy's track record. I totally understand. But my take is to that is real simple. Because if Diddy had the power to stop that back then, how come he didn't stop it now? He could have stopped that right now. That's all I'm saying. Does this mean we believe Drake got his butt kicked by Diddy now? I always I always believe that for some reason that didn't I think it happened at a club and he big faced him or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I didn't think that was a rumor. Honestly, I thought that was just facts at this point. But but to my guy Cowboy and yikes, he had the same thing then. She just got tired of threats and harassments. Some folks tend to try and let go, but then get strong when they had enough. And she had a husband that's backing her. I don't think her. Okay, hold that thought. He could have stopped it by paying her, but the lawsuit, duh. Hold on. Two, no longer afraid of folks. Okay, I. That's fine, Cowboy. To that point, that is perfectly fine. The fact is, he could have stopped all of this, and he could possibly still be in his billionaire right now. I guess what they say: keep it playing, keep it moving, keep it playing, keep it pushing, and keep it moving. But I don't want to say that as far as if you do assault somebody, this is what you need to do. You need to pay them off to pay them keep quiet because I don't want to push that narrative out there. So let me make that perfectly clear. That's not what I'm promoting or pushing at all. It's just a lot of it's just a lot of wonders. Like I wonder like why I just have a way I do things when it comes to situations like this. I'm pressing charges, then I'm gonna go get the money later. And when people think about the money first and don't think about the charges, it's always going to look funny to me. But even then, I cannot say 1 second. A lot of what she could have done. Can we talk about all the things he should not have done? Okay, no, that's perfectly fine. That was hold that thought. Hold that thought. What was I just about to say? Yeah, I always going to look at it funny when people go for the money versus getting a monster off the streets. That's how I'm always gonna look at it. Go get the money later. The money's gonna be there. Get that later. Get the monster behind cage. But as we are looking at what's today's date? May 19th, video came out. That was wild. That video was wild. So yeah, I never said yeah, and I understand people was apologizing. I know some thug stand-up guy apologized for the situation. I didn't say she was lying or anything like that. I'm just saying what my whole thing is why did you not press charges first? That was my only thing. That's not to say she was lying. It's just saying I think you're doing this completely wrong. And I seen this story before of people go for the money versus and that same monster pays the money and he's still on the street doing the same thing to somebody else. So I'm more so thinking of if you want to be a catalyst for change and you want to be the beacon, you have the opportunity. That's all I'm saying. Now, obviously, she was climbing excuse me, a big mountain called Diddy. Pause. So I totally understand that. Double pause. I gotta say. Oh, actually, no Diddy. Jesus Christ. Also, a lot of us, yeah, what things that she should have. There's a lot of things that Diddy should have not done. We will be here all day and night of a lot of things that he should not have done. A lot of activity he shouldn't engage in. A lot of things that happen behind the scenes that is not quite public. And I'm talking about I'll be quiet. But yeah, there's a lot of things that Diddy should never ever have done about how a man needs to conduct himself, how he needs to carry himself. Oh yeah, 100%. His image is tarnished. There is no repair. Like I said, he's not a billionaire no more. He's still a millionaire. He's going to be fine. He's going to be a silent investor, and he needs to immediately divorce himself from he's already stepped away from revolt. I'm sorry, he needs to divorce himself from his kids at this point. Your kids have a chance at a future to make their own lane, to carve their own lanes, to show that there's no affiliation with them and you. You really put them behind the eight ball. Although people need to understand. Let me say this before I go to the next comment. And regarding to the kids, don't put the father sins on those kids. Let them don't give them no free lunches neither. But what they daddy did, that's him. That ain't got nothing to do with them kids. Sometimes, Chris, it is better to let them cash you out and then threaten to take their freedom. That that can get you taken out faster than a cash out. Hmm. Okay, I can take that into consideration. I can definitely take that into consideration. You don't understand the love. Follow my homegirl AV to the seventh power and delete. Of course, I follow the lead attorney. Oh, I have not checked. Something's been going on in my personal life, so I haven't been checking a lot of content creators, particularly the lead attorney. I never heard of AV. I'm gonna look into that. Cassie never said anything about being a catalyst for change. She just wanted what was due. That's fair. He said all of her accusations were false and slander. Then the video came out. Everyone got silent. Yeah, and I saw little Duval's comment. How the hell you gonna? How the hell? Or can I pull it up? Let me see if I can pull up what little Duval said because I agree. Hold on. Uh, what channel was it? God damn. Sorry, don't ask me what I was looking at. Um, let's see. Where is it at? Where is it at? Oh, they making a meme out of this guy. That's wild. Okay, this is it. Yep, this is it. He said it first. First, he tweeted, How can you be so vocal about being innocent when you know it's proof out here proving you guilty? Fair. He continues. If I robbed a bank and I know it's footage out here showing I did it, there's no way I'm about to get on here and tell y'all I'm innocent and they lying on me. I probably wouldn't turn myself in. That's wild. But I'm not about to embarrass myself either. Cause when the truth does come out, you're really gonna be embarrassed. Then what can you say? It's just pointless. I agree. No, that's facts. You claimed your innocence. Um, and I'm assuming that's what Diddy did because I wasn't really paying attention too much to the situation. I just caught pieces here. I caught the main pieces I needed here, and I kept them moving. Actually, of course he did because otherwise he wouldn't do that defense shit. So never mind. He did claim his innocence. So yeah, you're absolutely right. And also, keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. There's cameras everywhere. There's cameras absolutely everywhere. Matter of fact, I got at least four, five, six, seven, eight cameras looking at me right now, and they're in places that most people don't know that they're located. I know because I tend to be aware of my surroundings. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, please. Well, first of all, be aware of your surroundings, but more importantly, if you are really battling something on the inside, get that shit taken care of before you jump into any situation. He said it was lies. He never abused any of his ladies. He is full of love and respect for women. Yeah. Diddy. That's a no. Yep, Diddy. That's a big ass no. Yeah, you got caught red-handed like a motherfucker, and like I said, what Stephen A. Smith said, his career is over, 100%. Financially, he'll be fine, but yeah, his career is over. Now, with the earlier conversations, some people will ask if this was back in the day, what did if this came out back in the day, like I guess back in the when this not, go back in the 90s or whatever when this happened, will he still be fine? I think that's the problem right there, ladies and gentlemen. What was acceptable, quote unquote, acceptable in the 90s, not acceptable right now. And if you remain untouched back then, you haven't evolved with the time. What do you think is going to happen? Parts of the 90s going to creep up to 2024. So regarding Diddy, yeah, that's nasty. That is super nasty. And if I recall correctly, I don't know when it got announced that she was found a civil suit against him, and when he settled. That was, I don't know the timeline, but I would say that's pretty damn fast. And I would say shit. But to dang, I should have said that comment to what Cowboy said. Had you just really just kept the play and kept the play, kept the pushing, kept the moving, this wouldn't have been a problem. Not condoning, not saying anybody needs to do a payout to cover up, but y'all get what I'm saying. That was wild. It was not back then either. It wasn't, but guess what? I believe. Let me not. Let me. There's. Let's just say I don't think Cassidy's the only one, and I'm just gonna keep it at that. That it was. This is what cracks me up. These kinds of things were far removed from being okay. Less than 24 hours. Shit. So, yeah. Oh, shoot. I think someone told me it was filed early in the day and before midnight, it was squashed. Jesus. That was. Did he? Should have picked up the phone. Had to handle this offline. But hey, let this be a lesson to you guys. The old saying, "What is done in the dark will come to the light." And yeah, like I said, it's done. Career over. 100% over. That's on the Diddy's side. Now, as far as Otis, like I said, I believe he has a Otis. He said he's a changed man. I can't do nothing but take him at his word. Excuse me, take him at his word, but pay attention to his verbiage and to his body language to see if what he said and how he moving is equally aligned. And yeah, the same thing goes to Diddy as well. If he said he's gotten help and he's past that, but you that's gonna take a lot of time, a lot a lot of articulation, and a lot of proving that you have changed. Not that he owes it to us, but it's for the most part he owes it to himself to do that. Covered it one day, and the very next day it was settled. Whoo! I don't know too many settlements that happen that fast in real life. TV, sure. Real life, I heard about that fast. That might go down in history. But and as y'all can see, she ain't touch him to fight back, nor should it herself. She used to being a total punchback. Either way, um, whether she defended herself or not, um, Diddy had no legitimate reason to strike her. I know, I know. Insert. Hey Chris, there is some justification to hit a woman. This ain't that moment. This is 100% not that moment. Even through the predator's mouth, this is not that moment. Because I know there's some people who is trying to defend him. Just know that I know. I'm not saying their names, but just know that I know you're defending him. So we can have a conversation about that offline. But I know you're defending him, and my phone is always open. So um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I was not expecting to talk about. I was not expecting to go to the hour. I wasn't really expecting to talk about Diddy neither. But I'm glad we got this out. And okay, punch back. Sorry. The entire time he was doing this to her, Diddy had a full time girlfriend. Cassie wasn't a girlfriend. Wait, what? Hold on. What do you mean? Wait a minute. 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 Diddy had another chick. Who? What was? Damn. Kim Porter, or if that's her name, the one that passed. True. Yet you know how it is. If they see a woman fighting back or resisting, folks would say she probably attacked him or said something out of line, etc. Here you can see there is no blurred lines. Um, she was not the main one. Same as now, he had a couple of chicks who who were not the main, and actually, when he did that to her, she was in the meter as the main. Yeah, I thought she was always the main chick. I didn't know. Oh, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. That's some dirty work. That is dirty work. But to this, there is they can't say that in this situation because you see the camera footage of Diddy towering off, coming out and attacking her. Let's assume Cassie did attack her back inside the hotel. That didn't warrant him to go out there and be the aggressor. You know why? Because if Cassie is the threat, she's gone. So this is always going to look bad on you every day, twice on Sunday. So yeah, they can't say that excuse. They can't use that. And if they do, please let me know. I'll be right there to call them out on it. Diddy had another girl. Cassie was like a possession he couldn't truly have. Jesus Christ, that's nasty work. That is, yeah, that's some nasty shit. But let's not do that because yeah, let's not do that. I can have that conversation under different circumstances. I'm not that's gonna require me to shoot Diddy some bail, and right now he's not in a position to receive any bailouts at this moment. Now my thoughts and opinion about Cassie is true, although I would take what Jada said into consideration. It's better to get the cash first and go criminally later. I would definitely take that into consideration. My guy Vix is in the building. What up, man? He was asleep after beating her, and she tried to sneak out. He heard the door could close, and he got up and saw she was not bad. Grabbed the towel and went out. Hey yo, hey yo! I did not know. See, I just saw the video. I didn't really I didn't know the details because the video was bad in of itself. Like that was damn near on its own. The details, Jesus Christ. Yeah, 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 yeah. But like I said, I didn't think they was gonna charge him, honestly, and it came out later to prove that they wasn't gonna charge him at all. Times in it, but what's going on? How you feeling? Thank you for pulling up. Jesus, 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 Jesus. See, a long time ago, and I'll say this before we head out. I think a long time ago, an idea of a organization that would save women from abusive situation like this. It's like, how would I go about doing it? Back then, and this was back then before, obviously, all this techno. I knew that this technology existed. Like, call the number, give me the address. I'll be there with my own security detail with law enforcement as well, and we'll go pick up the victim, um, and we will take them to the police station or a shelter, um, a shelter for abused women. See, stuff like this kind of makes me think like maybe I need to go back to putting pen to paper on that because although this is a situation that's taking the media waves, we came across people who has been in a situation like this, We probably know people who are in the situation who are not verbalized, who don't verbalize that they are in the situation, but they just need an outreach to help. And now that we have this thing, now that we all have a mobile device in our hands, maybe come up with an app that where you can just press the button, it gives out his location. Well, that's just my imagination going somewhere. But let me not go on a tangent. But yeah, that's nasty. I did not know. I had no fucking clue that happened. Statute of limitations is passed, so criminally, there's nothing they could charge him with. Yeah, that's what I figured. Statute what is usually 7 years in most cases. No, that's weird. That is hold on, cowboy. I'm under. See, I'm thinking when it comes to criminal cases, there is no statute of limitations. But when it comes to um when it comes to I'm sorry, someone's driving a little bit too slow past me. When it comes to situations like sexual assault, rape, and that type of stuff, there's no statute of lim. No, the statute of limitation is like 7 years. This is an assault. I don't know. Well, different cities, different states, different laws. So let me keep that in mind. I did not think when it comes to stuff like this, there is a statute of limitation. That's shocking. Wow. Mm, 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 mm. Jesus, 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 Jesus. This country got a long way to go. A long ass way to go. Hey man, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. But I'm glad I got all this off my chest, ladies and gentlemen, because like I said, Thursday we're gonna have a conversation. Matter of fact, and especially with this Diddy topic, my studies on Thursday stream is already set in stone. Either way, but Thursday morning at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. Respect my no. Respect my no. A lot of things has happened in this society in our culture because the no's were not respected. No is probably the most disrespected word in the dictionary. Let's go ahead and fix that Thursday morning. And of course, we got a lot of quick hits. We're going to talk about three social topics. Excuse me, three topics in the media, and of course, we're going to do a last call, and we're going to go ahead and start our Thursday morning. But see, shout out to Cowboy because, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. Back then when I was on, well, I'm still on Clubhouse now. I just don't hold the rooms. I did on Thursday. Usually when I go in rooms, try to host a room, 90 minutes and we out. Let's get a good strong 90 minutes and we out. Have we done 90 minutes in my room? Hell no. We drove past that shit. That shit went to 2.5, 3 hours, maybe 4 or 5. And back then, when it came to recording, you have up until the 6 hours to get out, or all your content is lost. Quick hits, I like to do 30 minutes and get out of here. Of course, leave it to Cowboy. We went over 60 minutes. It never fucking fails. But like I say, I am a better man because you got people on your team who's willing to let you know, hey, youngin, that ain't the move. So yeah, he laughing now because he know what I'm talking about. I have a set time on when I want to do shit, but everybody wants to take a pass. It's like, God damn it. He not the only one. People, Trini, Jay, Bella, all of y'all be doing this to me. But it's all good. Y'all still my people. But let's come back Thursday, man. And let people know it's already set on my channel. Go ahead, hit the notification bell. Respect my no. We're gonna have a lot we're gonna have a lot of uncomfortable conversations, slightly uncomfortable conversations on Thursday. I try to get the weird part out right now, so that way Thursday comes, we're all in good spirits. We wake up, we have our coffee. We just here to put some value behind the word no, and also we're going to talk about where it should have started. Some of you guys are going to think about years. I got something different in mind. We'll talk about that Thursday. Let's get out of here. I need to blast this AC because I'm sweating. Yeah, I know you chilling, talking to my partner back there. Let's get out of here, y'all. On your way out, like, share, subscribe. Follow me on my socials. Links are located in the description. $sign the BTSI shows the Cash App. Participant waive all rights to privacy. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Once we reach that goal, one lucky person will receive $100 during the Cash App giveaway. If you are missing a wrench and you are a wrench holder on my channel, please type in "where's my wrench" and I will take care of that immediately. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is the BTSI show. I'm your host, Christopher J. I will talk to you guys later. Have a blessed evening and peace out.
It's a mess, but hey, don't even worry about it.